Our motoring tip of the week concerns the EGR valve. EGR is an abbreviation for exhaust gas recirculation valve, and this emission control device came along in the 70s and it's still on cars today. It's quite different in the way it's monitored, and it's now run by the computer that runs the rest of your engine, and it's monitored and run by that computer, and it checks to make sure that it's functioning properly. Now, the EGR valve, in order to control oxides of nitrogen, which are a harmful tailpipe emission, this blends a little bit of the exhaust gases back into the intake manifold of the engine, reburns them, but it has the effect of keeping the combustion gas temperature in the combustion chamber below the temperature threshold at which oxides of nitrogen are produced. So when the EGR valve is functioning properly, oxides of nitrogen are almost a non-issue. If the EGR valve is not functioning, you've got high NOx, or oxide of nitrogen emission. So the computer monitors it, runs it, and when you've got a problem with it, you're going to have a stumble, you're going to have the check engine light coming on, and your fuel economy is going to go down. And this vehicle had all three symptoms. So replacing the EGR valve, which in this case, because it's at the front, so easy to get to, was quite easy. There's a passageway cast into the cylinder head right here, leading the exhaust gases over to the valve, and then this tube which transfers those exhaust gases back up into the intake manifold to be reburned. And here's the electrical connector where it plugs in. And remember that when a code is set with the EGR valve failing, there's a specific code leading the mechanic right to this part. Replacing the EGR valve on this vehicle gets rid of the stumble, gets rid of the check engine light, it'll now pass an emission test, and the fuel economy comes back to where it should be. So those are all good things. That's your motoring tip of the week.